Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Um, so it's that time in the week where we're gonna do my little motivational TED talk, if you will. Um, so um, Stay until the end. Sorry, I'm a little tired right now. Um, but just been thinking about lately, um, and something that I've been personally struggling with is control. And hopefully, you've seen the title where it says um, taking control by letting go of it. And it seems kind of counterintuitive, And what that basically means is like I feel like there's people who put so much stress on themselves to that they have to control their situation. Like, I was talking before on the previous motivational video, linked up in the iCard, by the way, about how kind of stuff kind of goes wrong. And I feel like what kind of comes from that, we don't only focus on what's wrong, we focus on how we're going to control it. And control is a very tough topic to like really figure out, because I used to have this notion that whatever I had this complete responsibility to um, just control every aspect of my life, my friends, um, like what I did during the day, what happened, and kind of like if something bad happened, I automatically blamed it on myself. Like I was a complete perfectionist a few years ago. Like literally, I had a panic attack in the middle of class because I dropped from like second to fourth in my class rank, and I mean, that was me. Where it's just like there's just some things that we can't control. There's a lot going on. Um, it's like there's this situation going on right now in Nebraska. There's four girls, high school girls who were killed in a car wreck, and one is in the hospital recovering. Um, like that type of situation, I can't imagine what's going through there, like the parents' minds. And it's just even here in Grand Island, like 90 miles away, I still had this notion where I'm just like, where I feel like there's some kids that were just like, how could we prevented this? Like I feel like I could have changed this situation. And really the second and I mean in those situations, control is hard for me because I think that I can do something. There's something that I have to do in every part of my life. And what I've learned is that just giving it all to God and just saying, God, I trust what you're doing, you know, show me what I need to do in my life, show me what I need to do in this situation. And that has lifted such a burden off of me. And it just puts you in a more positive mood knowing that there's a God out there who can control, who is capable of controlling these situations. That it's even though things don't go our way, that doesn't mean that we did something wrong. It sometimes it can be. That's not always the case. It's just sometimes we tend to have this thing where we say, all right, I'm blaming it all on myself. And that just puts a huge burden on your shoulders. I remember a good friend of mine, um, who, beginning of high school, like I thought I had to control my friendships. And so like I would, like hang out with her all the time. I would cling to her. I was a clinger like so much in my freshman sophomore year. And what it turned out is I like she kind of started pulling away from me because I was trying to have so much control over her. And there was a couple of fights that happened. There was one time she didn't talk to me for a month. And then I kind of sort of said, God, I finally said, God, I pray that this friendship works. And I kind of let God take the wheel, let time pass. And now we're the best of friends. I basically all I had to do was be myself. And that was, it took such a burden off of me and it came out with a better result. So here's my little motivation of the day: take control by letting go of it. There's some things you can control, but you can't control every aspect of your life. You're not God. But it's just knowing the difference between what you can and can't control can make a huge difference in your life. It makes you more positive. And like I said, I have struggled with it. It's something that, I feel like in our lives we all struggle with it, and I feel like it's also a pride thing, feeling, oh, I have to do this. I feel like I feel like it might be a pride thing, but it's just kind of just humble yourself and say to God, God, I give it to you. I give this burden to you. Just tell, I pray that you will just give me the wisdom to help me to overcome it. And I'm reminded of a verse, Philippians 4:13. It says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And because when you give that burden to God, you kind of begin to, I mean, having faith in God is something that's really helped me out in my life, and it's something it power. It's I my faith is like so much stronger because I gave control to God instead of saying I can do this. Like I humbled myself before God and I said, God, I trust you, I believe in you. And I have such a deeper connection to God than ever before because I have done that. It was as simple as that. And it's just those little things in life. So just know that, you know, that you're if something goes wrong, don't automatically blame yourself. You're not fully to blame all the time, and just don't go around, pointing fingers or whatever. But just keep doing what you're doing, and just trust that God will bring you through. Because I assure you, it may take some time, but it will happen in the end. And I've overcome a lot in my life. You've heard my story, but um, it's just I want you guys to know that you guys are loved. There is a God out there who can help you with whatever situation you're in. Even though things don't seem great right now, just don't worry about controlling it 100%. You can't control every single aspect of your life, and the sooner you realize that and give your burdens to God, I feel like everything will fall into place. And I mean, this kind of the joy that I feel in connecting with God and trusting God is something that's unsurmountable. Like it's not like any other joy I've experienced. I mean, God will give you like contentment and joy and everything. You just have to seek him. So hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and please like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully I'll have a gaming video up on Thursday. But until then, love you guys. Jesus loves you. Peace out. God bless.